Remember, there was a ceasefire on October 6th.
Is that really what was before the 7th of October? The Israeli occupation forces had already claimed the life of at least 38 Palestinian child in this current year before this date. I mean the 7th of October. Between 2015 to 2022, the UN said there was over 8,700 child casualty by the Israeli forces. Before the 7th of October, there was illegal settlement that was expanding. Settler violence was on the rise. Israeli ministers was advocating for erasing Palestinian villages. Israel was officially annexing more occupied land, and the international community, the West, did nothing for that. The Palestinian was daily living under systematic violence, and also it was normalized by the international community. Gaza remains under unlawful blockades, and Israel continued attacking Gaza whenever they want. And the list is so long, from the checkpoint to the breaking in the houses in the middle of the night, taking Palestinian as a human shield, and many things. So let's stop saying that there was a ceasefire that have been proven to be ineffective before the 7th of October. Instead, we should acknowledge that there was an oppressive regime targeting Palestinian, attempting, trying to suppress them, to kill the spirit of resistance inside them by using systematic violence, brutal violence, or by, let's say, using the iron wall that Jabotinsky said. Because Jabotinsky said from the beginning, this Jewish Zionist leader, that the Palestinian will resist the occupation, the colonization, like he said, like it is a colonization. And the Palestinian, as he said, as every people who will be subject to colonization will resist. But he thought what he could do, that with violence, with enough power, that he could kill the spirit of resistance, to kill the hope inside the Palestinian. And this what was the Israeli policies for all the governments. All the Israeli government had this policy. This is what Netanyahu said, by the way. This policy that was ineffective. This policy that failed in the 7th of October. And the Israeli politicians and government and society are still insisting on this strategy, on violence, on power, on the iron wall. But that was proven to be ineffective in the 7th of October and will be proven ineffective in the future. Israel will never be in peace, never safe, and will always be unwanted and hated in the region. So long it is a state that builds on the Palestinian ashes. The only way for Israel and Israelis to feel safe is by seeking justice, not domination, by decolonization, not by more colonization, by respecting the Palestinian as native to that land with full rights to live and flourish, not by subjugating the Palestinian. The only way to peace and safety is to recognize the injustice and the crime that Israel and the Zionist movement committed against the Palestinians since 100 years ago until now. Not to continue committing these crimes and injustices again and again and again. There will be no peace without justice. Even if Israel succeed in destroying Hamas, a new Hamas will come. As Hamas came after Israel succeeded in destroying the former Palestinian armed liberation movements. If you want to stop Hamas for real, you should stop the reason that created Hamas. You should stop the injustices that created Hamas, the PLO, and other resisting groups.